Hey guys, I am Maitha. Welcome to my senior project process book, which is called Telephone Kharban Broken Telephone 2.0. Let's break it down. The video includes what is Telephone Kharban 2.0, Storyboard 1, Inspiration, Visual Survey, Storyboard 2, Digital Sketches, Color Coding, Workshop, Teaser, and finally, Reflection. Let's start with what is Telephone Kharban 2.0. The name was inspired from the game that we played in our childhood, which is called Telephone Kharban. Players sit around in a circle. One person starts with a sentence or a phrase, he whispers it in another person's ear and goes around in a circle until the last person who says it out loud. Of course, with the game, it changes slightly from one person to another, which creates distortion to the words. And this is what I focused on, the distortion part of gossiping, which will be shown in a motion graphics video that I will create. And now we'll go into storyboard 1. These were the first sketches that I did for the storyboard. It was about the Telephone Kharban as a character, and you can see it in his small world where he's been attacked with tweets, posts, but I didn't use it because it's like a movie and it didn't show distortion as I envisioned. Next is inspiration. I've been following Reem Al-Awadi for a long time. She's known for her line art drawings. Thanks to her, I remembered how much I love line art drawing and especially the blind contour drawing, where you draw without looking. This technique can help create distortion pictures and words, so this is what I used. I did a visual survey using this technique. The steps of the visual survey are: first, they write while they're looking, the words that I gave them. Then, they write while slightly glance at the paper. And lastly, they write without looking. And then, they do it with their non-dominant hand, which creates the distortion that I needed. Here are my friends doing the visual survey. And thanks to coronavirus, I had to do it at home. And here is my family doing the visual survey. Here are the kids doing the visual survey. And here, the other family members doing the survey. The reason why I did a visual survey is to find and get as many different handwritings as I can. Because gossiping goes around from one person to another, I wanted to create this feeling by having many different handwritings. I did the visual survey on myself, but by drawing objects that shows gossiping. For example, the mouth and other things. But I did it without looking at the paper, just looking at the images and tracing the silhouette. After collecting the visual surveys, I started with the second storyboard. The way that I did the storyboard is to find the best ones that I like from the visual surveys, labeling and choosing which one I like the most, and then creating the storyboard. The hardest part and the most challenging part was to create this storyboard because I had many words to choose from. I had traditional words and slang words. I have decided to go towards the slang words because I hear it nowadays and people can relate to it more. Here are the objects and the words that I used in the storyboard: gossip, eyes, hash, spill the tea, انصب الشاي, and lips. بهارات, spices, حار بحار, قراض, juicy, fake, and صواريخ. Here you can see all the layouts together. Then I digitalized the sketches. I followed the traditional animation technique, which is stop motion, when you draw frame by frame. For the in-between frames, I did color coding, where you trace the start and end frames and put it together. When you put it on top of each other, it helps to know where the direction of the in-betweens goes, like up and down.
Got a secret, can you keep it? Swear this one you'll save. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one to the grave.
And you can see me here testing how it will look like putting it in After Effects.
Got a secret, can you keep it? Swear this one you'll save. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one to the grave. If a show.
While in quarantine, Reem Al-Awadi made a live line art workshop, which I thought was a great opportunity to refresh my memory about line art drawing. Plus, it was fun.
So this time we're doing blind line art. Just look at an object and draw it blindly without removing the pen from the paper. So again, you start with one line and you finish the whole drawing, and then you end wherever you are, as long as you don't remove your hands from the paper. Line art shouldn't be perfect. It shouldn't be exactly like the image. It's all about the outline of the image and how you want it to be. Your drawing can look very odd, and that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be perfect.
The final video will come soon. I don't want to ruin the surprise, so here's a little teaser for you. And finally, reflecting towards the journey and process that I have been through. Even though I had a lot of challenges and learned to be patient while animating, it was worth it. How piece by piece it all came together in the final result. Plus, my friends and family are a huge part of this project, which makes it a sentimental piece to my heart.
Got a secret,